I like how they're throwing up the patches too. They didn't even do that for 10th Mountain.
No, they've said fuck us.
Disrespect.
Hey, what's up, team? All right, today we're going to be doing a reaction video with the 82nd Airborne and the 101st. All right, we're going to be doing it with Theo over at Combat Arms channel once again. Feel free to go check out his channel. And if you guys are new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We post twice a week. If you guys like this type of content, go ahead and click that like video button. And if you guys dislike the video, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below how I can fix or improve for your guys' entertainment. If you want to check out my other social medias, most active platform is TikTok. All right, let's send it.
Let's check them out.
What's up, everyone?
Back at it again.
Here. Today's video is going to be discussing the United States Army's 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions. The 82nd and 101st both have extensive histories behind them. You're probably familiar with their badges. If not, we got you. This is the 82nd.
No, pause that. That was, hold up. That is a fucking Halo jump. That's a fucking, that's not a goddamn fucking 82nd jump, okay?
That's nice.
This is 82nd. That shit with the fucking
static lines them. I like how they're throwing up the patches too. They didn't even do that for 10th Mountain.
No, they've said fuck us.
Disrespect.
101st. Headquartered in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the 82nd Airborne Division is the U.S. Army's most strategically mobile division, capable of responding anywhere in the world in just 18 hours. Headquartered in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, the 101st Airborne Division, also referred to as the Screaming Eagles, is the U.S. Army's only air assault division. It's technically not an airborne division, despite its name. They have been referred to as the tip of the spear, as well as the most potent and tactically mobile U.S. Army division. Needless to say, they're both good at what they do. These divisions
Why do we get hyped up like this?
I know, like this is actual training.
But they do have some differences between them. You'll learn
Why did they lie about us?
Well, here's the thing, like they're showing all this footage, and after you get past the static line stuff, everything is the same, dude. I mean, they're even showing these dudes in like old like IOTVs and whatnot. So
yeah,
air assault school and much more. Sit back, relax,
they're doing
and enjoy the
breaches
video.
and shit though. At least we were just running around in fucking mountains, fucking with BFAs on.
For real, it's like all privates in our video.
God damn, bro.
Before we jump into it, make sure to take a moment and show us some love and support by liking our video and subscribing to our channel.
Yeah, likewise.
Let's give a quick history lesson on both of these divisions. We're just scratching the surface here though. The history behind both of these is astonishing. Let's start with the 82nd. The 82nd Division was constituted in the National Army.
Some of this is not 82nd, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to snipe the patches, and it's kind of seeming like, so man.
Oh, that is 82nd, bro. Look at the patch.
Yeah. I mean,
but look at what he's wearing now. These have to be fucking privates, dude.
Right.
These have to be absolute privates. Well, here, how old is this video?
Let's see. 2021.
Oh, so. You fucking motherfucker. So this is actually fairly new, but these have to be privates because 82nd is probably the most fucking funded division right now outside of all soft units.
Yeah, like, you'd have people rocking some better helmets than that, and then these guys still have like old like UCP like Gen 2 IOTVs or something.
Or these dudes just haven't deployed yet, and this is garrison. For those of you who don't know, when you're like in garrison, which means you're not deployed, you just have to use shitty equipment. You have to use bulky plate carriers, and then right before you deploy, you get all this cool shit. You get new pants, helmets, fucking shiny, sometimes shiny new weapon systems and shit that you haven't trained with, but you get them for deployment. And I'm like, is this for pictures? Like, where was all this shit before?
Exactly.
And you got to return all of it when you get back. And so then it looks all shitty like this. This is what's all different colors and stuff.
Your back is all fucked up with the old IOTVs.
On August 25th, 1917, at Camp Gordon, Georgia. Since its initial members came from all 48 states, the unit acquired the nickname All-American, which is the basis for its famed double-A shoulder patch. In August 1942, it was reconstituted as the 1st Airborne Division of the U.S. Army and fought in numerous campaigns during the Second World War. The 82nd has been a part of several major conflicts. However, they did not participate in the Korean War, as both Truman and Eisenhower chose to keep it in strategic reserve in the event of a Soviet ground attack anywhere in the world. Now let's go over the 101st. Established in 1918, the 101st Division was first constituted as an airborne unit in 1942. During World War II, it was renowned for its role in D-Day, as well as the Battle of the Bulge.
So what is it? What is that show that everybody watches from World War II? Band of Brothers. That's 101st, isn't it?
I don't know if I'm being honest with you right now. They're about to get upset. Right now.
I
I've
watched the
not seen it.
Pacific way more than I've watched Band of Brothers, to be honest.
I
So
haven't seen it.
I think
I'm
that's about
fucking
100
sorry.
first. So you
Fucking-
could
Go
probably
ahead.
get a good familiarization with the 100 first, I think, just by watching that. But
here's the thing too, is I'm not gonna lie, like the 101st and the 82nd probably have the richest histories in the military,
yeah.
even out in like when it comes to like soft too. But like a rich history is 82nd. I don't think that one like can compare to any other.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. I know, like with 10th Mountain came around during World War II, but they didn't really do anything during World War II because it was so late in the game. They weren't really used. So
Not at all.
they have that going for them.
Vietnam War, the 101st Airborne Division fought in several major campaigns and battles. In 1974, it was redesignated as an air assault division. Since then, it has been a part of many major conflicts in U.S. military history. Alright, now that you got a quick snapshot of both of these divisions' histories, let's go back to the present day. Okay, so we said that both of these are airborne infantry, but what's the main difference between the two? In the 82nd, soldiers mainly jump out of planes and are paratroopers,
Yeah, he kind of
whereas
already
in the
said it.
101st, soldiers are rappelling out of helicopters. So the 82nd focuses on parachute assault operations, and the 101st focuses on air assault operations.
Okay.
Let's be real. So you went to air assault. I went to like the Marine Corps equivalent. You're not going to be rappelling into any sort of combat environment at all. So like that sort of aspect of it is like not really coming into play there.
You're like, you're not going to be, rappelling into fucking nothing unless you're quite literally soft right now, or if some shit like kicks off, or you're doing training. The only time I've ever done any air assault stuff actively was all outside of the military. Every time I did a fast robe or like, just regular repairing was all outside the military, doing like search and rescue stuff or doing like, other stuff through the government.
Honestly, I think like the Marine Corps is pretty good with like air assault too, because we did like a crap ton of fast roping, and if we didn't do fast roping, we'd take our Ospreys and just land them in. So that's kind of like air assaulty too, I guess. But he's saying here rappelling, that's not really going to be utilized.
Yeah, maybe during like training and stuff like that. But,
yeah.
And here, let's clear this up too. So yes, 82nd, originally a full airborne unit, 101st originally an airborne unit, then 101st turned into a like fucking air assault unit. For all of you to hear this right now, okay, they are just conventional military units. One being airborne specifically would be the 82nd. 101st is literally just a conventional unit. Yeah, they send people to air assault school, but they're keeping the history and tradition alive by saying it's like a fucking air assault unit. I see a lot of you in the comments who are like, oh, no, that's not true. 101st is for air assaulting and rappelling into buildings. And I'm like,
into buildings.
every unit does that. Every unit has somebody who can do that and has done that via training, but actively, no, it only training. That's it.
Yeah, and again, you see it with 10th Mountain. They're not really a mountain unit anymore. We're definitely not doing any skiing in Fort Polk.
Perfect. No, yeah, 10 Mountain is not
what
that.
the U.S. Army says about their missions. For the 82nd Airborne, it strategically deploys and conducts forcible entry parachute assaults and secures key objectives for follow-on military operations.
Whoa! Wait, go back really quick. Look at their shoes, bro. Wait, hold up. I think these are like old dudes with new dudes and like old footage with new footage because they're wearing like Merrells or Solomons or something.
This dude's got like, it looks like a PSQ 20 battery pack, so it's like pretty new system. But
for those of you who don't know, that's like night vision shit.
Yeah, it's like the cool higher speed stuff. Yeah, but he's got like the old uniforms and the old.
Maybe
like,
it's just for the rotation. They're like, don't use your good shit.
Yeah, maybe like, no, they're definitely not an OPFOR. I don't know what's going on
objectives
here.
for follow-on military operations
Might just
in support of U.S.
No, they are doing
interests.
Well, they're in the box.
82nd also does some air assault missions at times, such as doing training with the Osprey. They mainly utilize C-17 planes to parachute out of.
Bro, we're not using Ospreys, bro.
Yeah, I've never seen the Army utilize an
Army
Osprey
not
ever.
using them shits, bro. That's strictly a fucking Marine Corps thing, dude.
I mean, I'm at JB11, but I haven't even seen an Osprey since I was in the Marine Corps, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe I'm out of the loop, but
We'll
I've not
talk
seen
about
that.
that in a bit. The 101st Airborne Division provides an unmatched expeditionary air assault capability to conduct forcible entry and other worldwide unified land operations in support of combatant commanders. It has its Combat Aviation Brigade, which is the most decorated aviation unit in the United States Army. The Combat Aviation
here we go.
Brigade
Here's
has
new
been
shit.
in
Look at this
almost
funding
every
right
major
here.
conflict since the
They got razors and everything, bro.
I know. I saw that was rolling out.
So for those of you who aren't picking up these things, we're noticing it. This shit is a lot newer. And let me tell you something. When we're talking about funded units, when we said 82nd is very funded, this is what we're talking about. Normal conventional units do not fucking have these. We're still using Humvees. And even though 82nd is technically a fucking regular conventional unit, they are probably riding the line nowadays. Like, let's talk about like modern day shit. They're riding the line between being conventional and soft. So that's special operations forces and stuff, because they work so in sync now. I mean, 82nd now, y'all get issued fucking Patagonias for downrange.
Yeah, I mean, and they're deploying all the time, so it's easy for them to get a lot of the stuff. I mean, they even have like camo nets for these things too.
Yeah, camo nets.
So, I mean, the discipline is there too, so I guess that's kind of good to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost every major conflict since the Vietnam War, flying hundreds of thousands of hours, transporting millions of troops, and holds a record for the longest air assault in history.
That night
you may be
vision footage
familiar
is
with
like
the helicopters it
crap.
uses. It uses the Apache
Doo-doo
attack
peaks,
helicopter, Chinook, Black Hawk,
shit.
and the Kiowa. Okay, so you have a pretty good overview of what both the 82nd and 101st Divisions are, their history, and what they do. But what training do you need? Keeping it as basic as possible, as a multitude of MOSs can serve in these divisions, you'll need to either go to the Army Airborne Jump School or the Air Assault School. Finishing Jump School gets you this, and finishing Air Assault School gets you this. Jump School is 3 weeks long, whereas the Air Assault School is 10 days. However, it's been said that those are the 10 toughest days in the US Army.
So if I'm being honest, bro, like fucking, yes, those are the two different branches. First of all, for those of you in the comments as well who see the fucking the parachute, the jump wings, that does not mean they're an 82nd Airborne. Because I see people who like do Stolen Valor pictures and they'll be like, oh, look at his jump wings. He has a fucking 10th Mountain patch on, but that's only for the 82nd. And I'm like, it's a school, dude.
Right.
It's a school. But to clarify for those of you who aren't aware, you have to complete fucking jump school in order to be in the 82nd. But you don't have to be air assault qualified to be in the 101st.
True. Yeah, I think they get pretty backed up too. I know they're doing like air assault all the time, so I'm sure they get their guys through eventually.
They are.
But
It will make it a purpose to get you in the air assault school and get you your
So
shit.
that is a pretty cool thing. I mean, 10th Mountain is pretty good about going to air assault, but these guys are constantly going through. Sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt to get some guys through in 10th Mountain.
And only about half of those who begin it graduate. We've done a video on jump school before, so if you want to know more about that,
Jesus Christ, bro.
Let's briefly go over Air Assault School. In Air Assault School, you will be trained in air assault operations, sling load operations, and
Show some air assault
It is designed to prepare soldiers for insertion, evacuation, and pathfinder missions that call for the use of multi-purpose transportation and assault helicopters. Air Assault also focuses on the mastery of rappelling techniques and sling load procedures. All in all, your training will be
dude, oh my, there's no way. That is no.
Okay.
Bro, run that back.
Okay.
Run that back. Let me see that shit. That might be 82nd. That could.
Yeah.
It could be 82nd.
But it looks like NTC or something.
Yeah. Or that's probably group about to go kill all of them in Miles gear.
Yeah.
Your training will be broken into 3 phases, each lasting 3 days. Combat Assault Phase, Sling Load Phase, and Rappel Phase. On graduation day, you'll go on a 12-mile rucksack march.
I know you did a video all about this one.
You'll earn your wings as an official air assault soldier. Upon graduation of the course, you will be able to perform skills required to make maximum use of helicopter assets in training and in combat to support unit operations.
So from your perspective, do you think, what percentage do you think of the stuff you learn in air assault school is actually like pertinent, stuff that you would actually use? Because like sling loads, I can't imagine infantry would actually utilize that too much after the course, but I'm not really too sure.
Like actually utilizing the skill, I used a lot of it outside of the military. So there was cool things about it. And then sling load operations, it was kind of cool because we did utilize some of that. And then the battalion commander would be like, oh, who's like, qualified
Okay.
and need assistance. And then you could be the one hero who's like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, Sergeant Major. Like,
That makes sense. So in the Marine Corps, we don't have air assault school. We have something called Hearst Master, which is helicopter rope suspension techniques. So that's where you go and learn how to do all the rappel setups and the fast rope setups, and also spy rigging, which is when you're hanging
spies and fries.
and doing that stuff. So I went.
You guys do some cool spies and fries.
Yeah, I went through that, but I didn't do any of the sling load stuff, so it didn't actually transfer over. But I'd say we did one fast rope, and then I'd never used any of the stuff. I learned like the knots, and I use that for like my rappelling now. But other than that, it doesn't really get utilized.
So and then outside the military, I actually used a lot of shit from air assault school in like search and rescue stuff, and then some other government stuff like when I was working with like FEMA or, like the state of Texas, Florida, or I went to do SAR for Hurricane Maria, and we're rappelling out of helicopters. We're getting people off of roofs. Like, it's really, really cool shit. And it was all stuff I learned at air assault school. And it's all simple stuff because you'll meet people like in the civilian sector, like police officers, firefighters, and all this shit, that they have like actual like harnesses and everything to go like do shit. And we had lost, for like Maria and stuff, they had lost crates of this equipment. In other parts of where I was doing search and rescue, they had lost like crates of like all these harnesses and stuff. So I was like, why don't you guys just tie like a Swiss seat? Like,
there you go.
What's that? And I'm like, bitch, give me some rope. I'll make a seat and I'll rappel down and get these people. I can do it. And you're just a badass. They're like, oh my God, they can really do anything. I'm like 22 years old. I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking boss, dude. I got this shit.
Right. You just get used to doing a lot with like very minimal stuff.
And there you go. You now have a decent idea of what the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions are. You know the main difference between the two, their missions, and some of the training you'll need to do. Be prepared to have some bad knees if you become a parachute. Because jumping puts some wear and tear on them. So with all of that said, which one do you prefer? The 82nd or the 101st? Let us know in the comment
which one do you guys
section
prefer?
below.
Let us know in the
We did a video
comments.
on Army Airborne Jump School. The link for that will be in the description below. And if you're interested in other videos about the Army, we got some for you. On screen are all the videos we've done on the Army. The link to the playlist will be in the...
Yep, so we've already checked out 10th Mountain one. So this one was kind of cool. Now, from your perspective, if you could be a part of one of these units, what would you choose?
Oh, God. Okay, so here's the question.
Okay.
I know we didn't get to talk. Well, that's easy, actually. If I had to pick one of these two, it'd be the fucking 82nd, because like I said, you guys got new bump helmets. You guys got new fucking night vision, new fucking everything, bro. Y'all guys got literally all the good shit. 101st is the mutt. It's like the fucking run to the litter that nobody wants, if we're being honest here.
It's a hard call for me. So first of all, screw jumping out of planes. Like, I'm totally fine with being a leg, as we call it, just normal light infantry guy. So I'd probably choose 101st just because of that. But also like Fort Campbell's where they're at, which is pretty cool from what I hear. So that'd be kind of sick too. But I kind of like helicopters. I like to stick around helicopters. Jumping out of planes is not my thing. So that's where I would sit.
Yeah, no, I'd have to choose fucking 82nd.
Yeah, their budget is solid and they're always deploying.
So, I wouldn't say as much as 10th Mountain, or just as much. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Now I would say it's about even. I mean, I've seen 10th Mountain, and I know buddies from 10th Mountain who are still deploying and doing stuff, but it's going to be kind of hard to tell now with Afghanistan going away and whatnot. But
fuck, speaking of, bro, this is right when the Marine Corps was kicking up and deploying a little bit more, and then the shit kicked off, and now we're pulling out. Marine Corps, y'all were about to have it back, dude. Y'all are about to actually Marine Corps. You motherfucker, Marine.
That's the thing. It's a tricky thing with the Marine Corps too, because like they have the Marine Expeditionary Unit, which is where like the battalions would get assigned to, and those are the guys that really get relied upon. Those and like the Special Purpose MAGTAS, which is like the crisis response people. But other than that, like if you're not on one of those rotations, you're just gonna get sent to like Europe, like Romania or Australia or something, and do something like that. So it depends.
You hear the Marines all the time, and the kids who want to grow up to be Marines are just like, like, oh, they deploy, they fight, they kill everything. I'm like,
yeah, they're
where y'all been deploying to, bro? I ain't seen y'all on shit when I've been down range, bro.
It's the brainwashing, dude. It's all the brainwashing. You see the commercials.
It's cool though. I will tell everybody this, and it is very true. I'll always be honest. Is Marines are definitely the proudest branch, and I will give that to them 100%.
Dude, if they weren't, then I don't know what they're doing, because like they just put so much money into like the advertisement, getting that image out there and whatnot. So You gotta have that brainwashing going.
But yeah, now that was your chance though. That they were about to actually start. Y'all were about to start deploying a lot more and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then y'all would have been able to actually come back and be like, we're deploying on time, and the army would have been like, oh, fucking motherfuckers gonna take all the shit.
My last infantry battalion just deployed to Kabul, so I'm kind of butthurt I didn't get to be a part of that, but. Yeah, they're staying busy. I think our guys will stay busy doing something, but it's probably going to be stuff that's not as sexy, like going to Europe or something, which is kind of cool, I guess.
No, that's bullshit though, bro. I'm trying to get into shit, dude. Because we just had 2 teams. We had a team go to Kuwait. We had a team go to Syria.
From there.
And then we have a team that was in Afghanistan. I'm not tracking if they're back or not yet from that. Because for all of you who think that we're like pulled out of Afghanistan, is not 100% case. There's little trails of us there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on that yet.
You're right. Okay. Well, that's a cool video. Again, I don't really know. I think they're both cool units. They get better money than most of the other infantry units in the army. But if you're not part of like 10th Mountain, 82nd, 101st, like, come on.
Yeah, it's kind of you're kind of doo-doo cheeks, unless you have a really cool MOS or you're soft.
Yeah, for sure.
The cool guy. Bro, we're gonna have to hit up this fucking Delta Force versus DevGru thing one of these days.
Oh my gosh, dude! What do you think the comments are gonna be like, though?
Dude, it's all the kids are gonna be like, "Oh my god, what is a Delta Force?" And then they're also gonna be like, "SEAL Team 6 is the best," and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, little ass kid!
Yeah,
wrong."
Hey man, they do the Roblox milsim, so they know what they're talking about.
All right, that's it on the 82nd and 101st. So let me know down below in the comments which fucking unit you'd rather be part of. For me, like I said, I'd rather probably do 82nd. They're just better funded, and they are now getting to do a whole lot of cool guy shit. If you guys like this type of content, go ahead and click that like button. And if you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe. We post 2 times a week. If you guys dislike this type of content, go ahead and hit that dislike button. But let me know down below in the comments how I can fix or improve for your entertainment. But yeah, shout out to Theo and the Combat Arms channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.